who was the best Joker? Any outlook on that, Kai?
All right, I have to divide my answer into two parts because, first of all, I have to say if we're including animated Jokers, Mark Hamill is untouchable. When I read the comics, I pretty much read it in Mark Hamill's voice. He's the Joker to me. I grew up watching the Batman cartoon in the 90s, and so to me, he's just always been the Joker that I've had. But I can't deny Jack Nicholson as the Joker. He's a phenomenal actor already. The face, like his smile, is just what I see when I think of a live action Joker. I think the Batman movies he was in are grossly underrated, and he just did such a good job. I just feel him being so sadistic. He's really good at playing sadistic roles.
I mean, I can see that he was good, and they're all good. Like I can't say any one of them had any weak points, even down to the animated. Like you said, Mark Hamill's voice acting was just exceptional. It was real good. But Jack Nicholson's role, I think he played it with old school acting style. And so there's some stuff that you could say is like left to be desired. It wasn't completely modern day method. Um, so if you're gonna talk about, it depends on what elements you're talking about in the acting, because I think there's different elements to acting that make an actor good or great. But definitely the newest Joker at the time of this, the Joker movie, Joker with what's the man's name? Skinny guy.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, one of the great actors, of course, from Gladiator and everything. Um, I think that what he did was just exceptional. But I still don't consider him my personal favorite, or like who I think did the best. For me, that's gonna have to be Jared Leto. Um, just because of how much preparation he did in there, and people on the cast, they said they were like creeped out when he was doing in character. Like it actually freaked him out how he was acting. It's kind of like, I think he went in almost as deep as that Pennywise actor did when he was on the set of it. Like that, those were just two, they like filled the role. Now of course there's no weak Joker, because even Heath Ledger, RIP, did amazing. They said that he really inhabited the role and everything like that. But the Jared Leto one, it was like he was in such few scenes, and it left you wanting so much more. I really want to see what he would have did, but I can't say that, given that he didn't have too many scenes, that I can actually say that he's the best. But he had the most potential. If you're gonna look at the best, it either is between Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger. But I think the study of mental health in the Joker movie was so accurate. It didn't feel forced. It didn't even feel like he was acting. It felt like he was living his day to day life. The camera angles that they chose, I just think it was a well directed movie. Um, and some of the elements to where it felt confusing is kind of like how I think it would feel if you were actually in his shoes. So you got to experience the life of the character in a way that made a lot of sense. And yeah, so definitely it's between those two.
I kind of wish the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, I kind of wish that had nothing to do with the Batman franchise because to me it was such a good movie. It was so well acted, but it just didn't feel like the Joker to me. Now,
Yeah.
going back to what you said about Jared Leto, I cannot let that go unaddressed because he was horrible. That man was driving around in a purple Lamborghini. That's not the
It's
Joker.
fly.
Like, Jared
That's so
Leto's
fly.
just a weirdo. That's why he creeped out everyone on the cast.
Yeah, it's true. If you're asking comic closeness to the comics, definitely you can't necessarily say that, except some versions of the Joker are written a lot like that Joker. So he did inhabit those versions, but the OG original Joker and stuff, he didn't inhabit the best. But I think that his dedication to the character made him one of the better actual actors on the list. Like if you see him in other stuff and everything, he's just incredible. Of course, that can be said for pretty much all of them. I thought his performance was had so much potential.
Well, we'll see when the Snyder cut of Justice League comes out because he's apparently in it for some unknown reason.
why doesn't he ever just release a movie as the movie? He always has like the director's cut.
Because the movies suck, and then when people complain, he's just like, nah, 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 you just got to see the director's cut.
What,
No,
what other director does that? Imagine if we went to go see the new Star Wars and then Ryan Johnson's like, oh yeah, but there's a director's cut, which actually I think would be amazing if The Last Jedi had a director's cut and it was like some exceptional film. That'd be really cool. But so you would say Jack Nicholson, and I would say probably Joaquin Phoenix would be my final. That's who I think was the best Joker.